What's up, everybody? It, cut to the point, get you about 5 million Satoshi. What's a Satoshi? Glad you asked. A Satoshi is a unit, is the smallest unit of Bitcoin. So, like cent to dollars, Satoshis to Bitcoin. One Bitcoin has 100 million Satoshis in it, if you didn't know. So, if you get about 5 million Satoshis, that's about 0.05 Bitcoin. Having that amount, I think in the next 10 years will have you set up well. And I'll explain why. We'll do some numbers for this part. Second part of the video will be more the theory. Okay? So there will only ever be 21 million Bitcoin. And the last Bitcoin won't be mined for another 100-some years. A lot of it we think has been lost. The estimates may be somewhere from like 18 to 16 of where Bitcoin would be once it's all in circulation. So if you were to divide that equally amongst all the humans on the planet presently, that would be about 0.00296 Bitcoin, somewhere along that line. And so if you were in the 1%, people would estimate that with the 21 million in the population, it would be about 0.28 to be in the 1% of Bitcoin, or down to like, I think it's like 0.17 or such with the lost Bitcoin estimates. So 5 million, which would cost you probably around $1,300 right now, US dollars, in this present day of 2023, I think will set you up. And I'll explain, you'll see the reason why. So some other numbers that'll help you understand. There are approximately 62.5 million millionaires in the world right now. So if every millionaire wanted to buy a Bitcoin with $1 million, spend all their money, if they just had just $1 billion and $1, every millionaire can't have one Bitcoin, let alone all of the companies and exchanges and countries and individuals who have more than one Bitcoin presently. We're just, if it all started at baseline. So every millionaire couldn't even have one Bitcoin, let alone. There are about approximately 25,500 individuals who have money between $100 million and $1 billion. And then there's about 2,600 billionaires. So that gives you a sense of every person wanted to own one Bitcoin, where the value would have to lie. Now, why would every individual want to own one Bitcoin? Why would it be that important? Well, I was reading his book and it gave me some interesting ideas, and he's on some stuff as well. Highly recommended. It's Soft War by Major Jason Lowry of the United States Air Force. It's a thesis. I guess he's writing at MIT. And that's what we're about to discuss now. So sit back, have some fun. Let's go.
We will begin our discussion with Bitcoin, the extraordinary digital currency that's reshaping our world. Together, we'll journey through its complex ecosystem, from its basic mechanics to its global implications. Bitcoin, a decentralized digital currency, hit an all-time high market cap of approximately $1.24 trillion in November 2021. Pioneered by the mysterious Satoshi Nakamoto in 2009, Bitcoin operates on a consensus mechanism called proof of work. Proof of work involves solving complex mathematical puzzles to validate transactions. This mechanism ensures network security, prevents double spending, and maintains decentralization, making Bitcoin resistant to censorship. A Kardashev mainframe, a global-scale computer enabling coordination and resource allocation. This is the concept of a planetary state mechanism, and Bitcoin is at the heart of it. Bitcoin's underlying technology, blockchain, is a transparent and immutable ledger for secure record-keeping. This eliminates the need for intermediaries, enabling direct peer-to-peer transactions, reducing fees, and fostering information autonomy. Allows humans to directly connect real-world phenomena to the digital world. Watts of power are converted into digital bits. Bitcoin's decentralized network distributes control across nodes, eliminating single points of failure. In conjunction, the zero trust security model requires authentication and validation for every action, bolstering the system's security. Understanding and appreciating the concept of trustless interactions is vital to motivating individuals to use this new technology to secure their most valuable information. These features offer increased security, resilience, and autonomy, making robust and adaptive networks that find applications in numerous sectors, supply chains that operate with maximal efficiency, payroll and operational expenses automated in the background to reduce redundant cost. The potential use cases are endless. Nation-states are integrating Bitcoin into their defense strategies. Whether it's asserting dominance through Bitcoin-powered systems or leveraging Bitcoin's volatility to destabilize adversaries' economies, the battlefield is expanding into the digital realm. Some of history's greatest minds foresaw the future of exchanging kinetic war for electric war. Albert Einstein opened our eyes to the possibility of converting energy into matter and vice versa. Nikola Tesla wrote of a future where machines would wage war while humans were observers. Bitcoin also plays a significant role in global power projection, from enabling global financial access to demonstrating computational superiority through mining and even bypassing traditional financial restrictions. Bitcoin is reshaping power dynamics. Countries will be able to project power against their opponents through hash power. Nations without nuclear weapons will be able to secure their most valuable information against such attacks. The protocol allows nations to compete in power competitions without loss of human life. Bitcoin's rise is impacting diplomacy and international relations. As it empowers non-state actors and instigates new alliances and rivalries, it's reshaping the geopolitical landscape and redefining the role of diplomatic efforts. Nations that embrace change early will likely see their foresight pay off with greater capacity to secure their stake with peers and rivals. An unfortunate consequence may see technocrats with an outsized influence because of the egalitarian nature of the blockchain. Bitcoin and blockchain also offer enhanced security. Their use in securing critical infrastructure with physical constraints, not just logical constraints, assists in the robust defense strategies which deters potential adversaries from launching cyber attacks. Nations will be able to physically lock down their cyber functions within Bitcoin's hash power. Imagine a hacker needing 100,000 Bitcoin to enter a secure network as an unknown signal. The transaction itself would set off every blockchain monitoring service in existence. In the realm of game theory, Bitcoin introduces intriguing dynamics. From achieving a balance of power in the network to a potential arms race in computational power, Bitcoin warfare has profound strategic implications. But societies can look to a new model of mutually assured preservation and the potential for peace. A possible positive outcome of this type of arms race is more energy efficiency and better infrastructure for the citizens. The competing nations have an investment in maintaining the status quo. Bitcoin has also found its way into diplomatic and coercive strategies. Whether it's bypassing financial sanctions, spreading disinformation, funding ransomware attacks, or facilitating covert operations, Bitcoin is a new tool in the arsenal of statecraft. Enacting or avoiding restrictions, hiding or exposing funding sources will all be commonplace practices. Governments have tracked down and arrested individuals through their cryptocurrency transactions, while other states paid for the services that were considered illegal. But what does a Bitcoin-dominated world mean for society? It brings potential for financial inclusion of the unbanked, but also presents challenges like privacy concerns, potential wealth inequality, and the risk of exacerbating the technological divide. There are certain governments that would love to track every transaction you make, so privacy measures will be important to incorporate for the average person. Some companies and individuals have amassed large amounts of Bitcoin, already giving them an advantage that may be difficult to compete against. Looking forward, We can anticipate technological advancements improving Bitcoin's scalability, privacy, and energy efficiency. As Bitcoin's acceptance grows, we'll see shifts in power dynamics, with nations competing for control in the digital currency landscape. Hopefully, the symbiotic relationship of countries with Bitcoin acting as the intermediary will usher in a more cooperative, competitive environment. Humans love to engage in power projection games that seem to fascinate our species. In conclusion, Bitcoin presents a paradigm shift, redefining the global landscape through a planetary state mechanism. It's a balancing act of benefits and challenges, and nation-states must adapt to this emerging world system. The future is uncertain, but one thing is sure: we need to prepare for the potential ramifications and opportunities presented by a Bitcoin-dominated world. Thank you for spending your time thinking through the exciting world of Bitcoin with me. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more thought-provoking content. Stack Satoshis if you feel it. I love you, you love you, God loves us, and that's all that matters.